Texas 95.7, the Armadillo with Craig Vaughn and WRCA.
Arena crew.
Casey Hooper, Lehman Wall in here with us.
You never know when you need a spare shirt.
That's right.
Kudos to Steve and Carol Jack because these shirts are rather hot. I made a mental note to change that up.
Can't wear green when you're in the studio.
Yeah, you can't wear green when you get a
note.
green screen. Yeah, you become a floating head. Which
I
would
don't
be,
mind
we tried to get them to let us do it. It would be kind of neat.
Lessons learned.
Kind of fun.
Hey, quit moving. I'm trying to stay level. Overmodulated.
WRCA Ranch Radio brought to you by New Generation Supplements and newgensupplements.com, by the way, if you want these cool hats. These horse-lick hats are pretty nice.
You wore the really raging purple one today.
I did. I wore the purple one today.
Kind of clashing, but hey, you know.
I don't care.
Really? We're going to talk about clashing?
Don't go there.
You get old
need
enough,
to
you don't
talk
care about style anymore. You
dress
just wear what's
code.
comfortable.
But you had the other one on last
I
week.
did. Next week I'm going to wear the other one.
When do
gonna
we
swap 'em
get
up
ball
every week.
caps?
You can
Whenever.
wear one of
Danielle,
those.
when do we get ball caps? Jeez.
Big thanks to Horse-Lick and New Generation Supplements. So, newgensupplements.com.
Craig,
Yes.
we were in Colorado Springs.
Yeah. Was it cooler?
I didn't go.
We didn't make the trip. One of our board members, Randy Norris,
I bet
made
it was
that trip
cooler.
up there.
I'm just
and
going to pretend it was
we draw
cooler.
straws, and he always somehow ends
Yeah.
up with the right straw. Don't know
Do
how
you know
that
the whole
works.
time I've been here, I've never been to Colorado Springs. Well, I've been there, been to that arena,
not
but
the rodeo.
never during our.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet it's nice.
If you arm
That'd be
wrestle
nice.
Randy Norris, it's rather easy, so you just let him win. But fine, whatever. I'll stay
I'll
home.
tell Norris he said that. See what,
He won't
y'all
even
might have to have a wrestling match at championship this year.
Norris won't even hear it.
Was the ride for the brand ranch rodeo up there, and this one you guys they've been involved with WRCA
Yes.
a long time, right?
Very, very long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Long time.
I want to say, if not their 18th year, maybe getting close to,
It's great. Yep.
maybe.
How'd it go?
It went really good.
How'd the report go? You get
Very competitive. Very competitive. You know, the rodeo itself, it's unique. It's a one day, so that's not necessarily unique, but they do a 6 event. Normally our rodeos are 5 events. They happen to have 6. So, you know, when you ride in the pen, you got to earn it because you got lots of points on up for grabs. And so we're excited to get through the events here a little bit. Tell you, I got a little exciting twist here at the end, but let's dive into the event winners if you want
deal.
to. Ranch bronc riding. We have Hatchet Ranch. This, as you might have heard in previous shows, we actually have 2 different Hatchet ranches that compete with us. This is a ranch out of Colorado. They won first place. Second place was Wilson Cattle. Third was Beechner Brothers Mill Creek. That's
And Ethan of Heck Cattle needs to get the That a Boy award.
What happened?
I guess he drew Salty Son of Beep. Like all of them bucks consist, really good, and then his just left its rib cage there and the hide kept going. That's what I heard. I don't know.
Oh, well, that kind of makes sense based on the no time, the no score.
I don't know. I don't want to
Yeah.
bring that up, but that'll be.
We'll have
Don't
to ask
bring it
Cody
up.
about that, huh?
Yeah.
Sorting, third place Singleton Ranches. Second was Wilson. First was Heck Cattle, mentioned Heck Cattle. The team branding, Baron Highsmith and TNR Ranches came in third. JK Land and Livestock Morningstar, they were second. And Beechner Mill Creek first in the branding. Stray Gathering, Wilson third. Second place was Sandhill McMillan. First place Singleton Ranches, that's in the Stray Gathering. Then Casey and the Wild Cow Milking, we got third Wilson Cattle. Second Duval Traherne. First place was Hatchet. You go to the trailer loading, we get third place Broken Spear, another Colorado ranch. Second place Singleton. First place Wilson Cattle.
Now, for those of you that are wondering, we just counted off 6 events. So know that they do the trailer loading as an extra deal there. I mean, they have to do the 5 events that we have, but the trailer loading is an
Sixth event.
accelerant. What is that? An accelerant degree?
I bet you
It's
it's an accelerant.
Yeah, it's an
For
accelerant.
sure. All right. Top hand, top horse.
Oh yeah, Jody had a hard time in the Brandon. I was supposed to say that too. I guess he just missed some loops. Jody,
Oh, you
forgive
must
me.
have had a conversation with Cody.
I
Separate.
mean, I really want to give Jody a hard time because
He deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
All right, what do we got top horse this time?
Casa Hickory Cat. Do you like that one?
Casa Hickory Cat. Yeah, I like that.
You like that one?
Yes, because that
Craig
one almost
loves-
makes no sense.
The cat was born in the house.
In the house, right? A
Yeah,
hickory.
and
Made
peed
of
on
hickory.
hickory wood.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
If you were to see the pedigree, it would make more
Here
sense
we
to
go
you.
with
But anyway, yeah, it makes sense, but
They
maybe
just
not.
call him Woody.
Yeah.
So, Beechner Brothers Livestock, Mill Creek Ranch, but that horse was ridden by Cody Kendall. This is not his first time to get top horse awards.
Last show,
We
we
talked
talked a little bit about that situation.
about all the things that they had on that one gray
that
horse
gray
that
horse.
they rode a lot of.
So
Am
it'll
I
be
breathing
interesting.
too
Have you
hard?
seen this horse yet?
He might have had him at Hugo.
Okay, I'm kind
it
of
a
curious to see what
chestnut
he's
looking-
riding.
Horse,
Yeah.
sorrel, maybe a sorrel looking
Yeah.
horse. Is he?
Yeah.
Then yes. Then yes.
Be interesting to see how many more
That's
of those
good.
top,
I'm glad
top
that he
horses
did
he can
that.
win. All right, now you got to do top hand. It's all in your hands. I got to hear this.
Top hand, the bridesmaid of all bridesmaids, the guy that always gets an award, and he treated as if we're all Indian givers. Cody Heck got top hand at Colorado Springs.
Good for him.
I was proud of him.
Congrats, Cody.
Yeah.
He is a poor guy that every time we get something, well, Cody, that's not you, man. We got to take it away.
Yeah.
I've heard his name on the show a lot over the years. So, yeah.
On the police blotters,
You've seen his photo up a lot? Is that what you said?
No, I've heard his name.
I shouldn't bring up the whole bridesmaid thing because the poor guy's tried to get married a couple times and that hasn't worked. But Cody will
I
get
didn't-
what I'm
Cody.
saying.
Yeah, I don't even, yeah.
God love him. I'm proud of him for doing that. And what an honor there. I mean, that was a tough rodeo. That was a really tough rodeo.
Yeah.
And he was pleased as punch. And he's the one that told me about Jody missing all his leaps in the Brandon.
That didn't happen very often. Does not happen
Well,
very
the
often.
Brandon must have been pretty tough, actually.
Yeah.
But anyway, then we got the overall results. Third place went to Hatchet Ranch, Colorado team. Second place went to Singleton Ranches. And
Where are they from?
New Mexico.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
But actually, the Hatchet Ranch is out of Pueblo. And they actually, did they have a card last year?
They did?
They
First
did.
time?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I knew that it hadn't been that long. And then winning it all, and I do not believe that this is their first time to win Colorado Springs. Might be
Second.
second,
Second, maybe. Second, yeah.
to win Colorado Springs, but Wilson Cattle Company. And we are privileged enough to have Rhodey Wilson in the house.
Yeah, he's not done too bad of a drive for Rhodey to get here.
Yeah.
But I want to say before he gets in here that him and Brooke just had a new baby, and Reno is his name. Rio.
Rio. That's what you meant.
Rio.
Have a voice off screen correcting us over
The
here.
voice
Rio.
of God
Why did I
over there
say
just went
Rio?
Rio.
Rio. Speaking of, this is a little different for us
Yeah.
because we've always called them on the phone.
Rio.
But because Rhodey lives right here close, we invited him in. He was close enough to come on in here, Rhodey.
I'll do it.
Good.
Well, God, I'll never.
Yeah, he's not mic'd up yet, so hang on a second. We'll take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back and then talk to Rhodey.
I knew it was Rio.
Flies are a big problem for your horses. Get control with Horse Lick supplements, fortified with Clarify Larvicide, the first and proven leader in feed-through fly control. Proven more than 96% effective at reducing fly populations. Clarify Larvicide controls 4 species of flies to protect your horses. Not only will you rest easy knowing that you're combating flies with the latest technology in fly control, you'll also be supplementing your horses with the added nutrients they need to live their best life. Learn more about Horse Lick supplements with Clarify Larvicide at horselick.com. That's HORSLIC.com.
All right, now we got him mic'd up, and we got him back in the studio here with us, the WRCA Ranch Radio or video. What's to change the name? Ranch Video.
It's
Rio
technically-
Wilson.
And Reno.
Rio. Yeah. Come on, man.
You're gonna mess him up. He's gonna get out there, and
I'm
his wife's gonna
embarrassed.
kill him.
Missed that.
What'd
I
you call
was
it,
really
baby?
proud of him. I was really happy for him, and then I totally
Yeah.
knocked that sideways.
I tried to get him out of the truck, but he's probably taking a big old nap about right now. Anyway, we got Mr. Rhodey Wilson here. So Casey was giving you a hard time
When?
about maybe only winning
I
Colorado
thought it was
Springs
more
one or
than
two
twice.
times. We were visiting yesterday, and you gave me a little bit of insight. This rodeo's been good to you, man.
Yes, it has.
This rodeo's been very good to us. Yes.
It's been more than twice.
It has been.
Thank
it
you.
has.
I thought I was losing my mind.
How many times you go back and
I haven't counted it up, but I think we figured up. I think we won it 7 times.
I knew it was more
since
than
they
that.
Nice.
since
Yeah.
like 05 or 6
Yes.
when we started going.
that Rocky Mountain air is
It is. We love
Good
it.
Well, it's a
for you or
pretty cool
something.
pin.
It is.
It's a really cool pin, and the way it's set up, I mean, ambiance set for you,
Oh yeah, absolutely,
and it's a good rodeo to go to, and you leave with some change.
absolutely.
So that is a helping plus point when
Heck
you
yeah.
can leave
Yeah.
with some dinero.
Yep.
The area supports it really good. I've been there once. Great crowd. Great crowd.
The biggest, other than championship, it's the biggest crowd that you see at a ranch rodeo. I mean,
That's cool.
they pack the house there.
That's great.
It's a fun place.
Let's run down through a little bit of the event stuff. Get very unique because we got Rhodey here, so we can really dive in. Just start with the sorting, kind of talk us through. There was quite a bit of no times going on there. So what was going on
The
in the?
eliminator event.
Yeah, it happens a lot. But
The cattle were pretty rangy at first. I want to say the first 6 or 8 teams all no times. A lot of them the cattle didn't really get across the line, but they'd run out of time. They give you 2 minutes to sort 5 out, big arena. And then when the cattle kind of give it up, then they got pretty soft. And
So were you the second one?
we were the second team to
Oh,
get a time.
that's-
We were the second team. I think Singleton's got a time, and then we were the second team, and then Cody Heck and them, they come back and won
Good for them.
the sorting.
yeah,
that
so you
was
guys were second.
We were second in the sorting.
Second in the sorting. Yeah.
Well, there's 3 times in the sorting. That tells you right there. That's 4 times. It's an eliminator event. That dang number 9. Beep me out.
Yeah. So let's go to the Brandon. This one, what I said, just a little unique. There were 5 no times in the Brandon. You don't see that
That's
much.
what
And you
blows my
said
mind.
maybe there was a reason for that.
Right. So the Brandon, it's always been this way in Colorado Springs. It's 2 feet only, and calves are pretty ringy first, and so like I said, it's 2 feet only below the hocks. So that
Very particular.
yep, and so a lot of good teams go out in the Brandon.
You bet. Well, and depending on how you brand your own calves at home, and depending when you're up against time and money,
You bet.
and if they're gonna stay hooked together, glued together, get one peeled off. I mean,
Right.
there's a lot of thought process. And you get high hawks, the guy can come across and knock it down.
You bet.
That's another split second.
Yep.
So yeah, tough.
All eats up the time, doesn't
It
it?
does.
Yeah.
It really will. And now I bet they were pretty soggy. Were they kind of bigger calves?
No,
or
they were actually corny calves,
Oh,
and that's
gotcha.
the first time that Colorado Springs has ever roped
I was gonna
corny
say.
cows that I know of.
Yeah.
Did you go in rope this time?
I did not.
You did not?
I did not.
That's a little
no.
unique.
I know it. I usually drag, but anyway, I passed the torch.
Who'd you have?
I've got a guy that works for us, Jalen Eldridge.
Okay, Jalen.
Jalen,
Is a number 10 healer, so
you bet. Let him go get
absolutely,
it up.
that's his job.
Good
That's-
call,
that's-
team
so,
captain.
yeah.
Good call.
And I promise you, he was a little bit sweating. Going, I can't.
He was, yeah.
Because
But
everyone
I'm,
was
I'm
like,
glad he had a little bit of trouble, not much, but he had a little bit of trouble. But
Yeah.
I was glad that he.
pressure's on. It's a different kind of pressure.
So he's from Idaho, and they head and heal everything
Yeah.
up there. So
And he's quiet.
His old
kid.
hat
He
for
is.
him. Yeah.
He's a really quiet kid, and he probably was like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
the
he was.
spotlight is on
He
me."
tried right before we went in. He tried to get me to go, and I just no. It's
Oh, my back hurts.
yeah, you're right.
But he's been spending a lot of time with you, and that's
Absolutely.
quite the
Oh yeah,
honor.
he's been with us
Yeah.
for the last 3 years. So.
That kid, everyone should get to meet him. He's a very humble kid, and for the boss man to tell you, go ahead, and that's
A lot of trust right
That's
there.
Absolutely.
A lot
a
of
big
trust.
honor.
So Bron Crichton be next.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to Hatchet Ranch. I mean, 81-point ride. Do you remember that ride?
I do.
Was it-
I do. That kid, first time I'd really seen him was at
Mm-hmm.
Greeley the weekend before, and he got on 2 at Greeley, got on a re-ride, and I mean, he does it old school. He fans them still,
Yeah, he
and
did that at Hugo.
yeah,
at
he
the Open.
fanned both of them at Greeley and lost his hat at Colorado Springs, but still turned loose and free-handed him.
Yeah, that's what he did at that Open in Hugo, and
So-
I thought, what the heck?
Yeah, you guys came in second there.
We came in second. You
78,
know,
still
this is
great
the
score.
first year too that I can ever remember that Bolds didn't bring the horses up there. They've always
Correct.
brought the
Donna
horses up
usually would bring him up from that part of the country.
there.
Yes.
And so anyway, it was a new contractor that I didn't know, but we drew a really, really good bronc and in 1 second.
Boy,
Who rode
like
for
him
you?
now.
Who
I
rode for you?
bet. Ben Crockett.
Ben Crichton.
Ben,
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Good job, Benjamin.
Yep. Yep.
The other thing, two other things that just in the cow milking, really fast time, 6 times under 45 seconds. Of course, y'all were second or third in that event. How'd the milking kind of shake out?
The milking was good. Like I said, first year that they've ever roped corny cows at Colorado Springs. They've always roped great big beef cows, you know, that lots of no times usually in the cow milking.
Well, they do in championship. We use those big old cattle, and that pin is squished.
Yeah,
when you go
tight.
to Colorado Springs and you bring that monkey on a leash, it's real wide.
You bet.
So then maybe that was better for them
Yep.
to do it that way.
There were only 2 no times in the milking. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming they just missed is
Yes.
probably what happened there. Yeah. Trailer loading. Dude, how do you do trailer loading in under a minute?
Fast.
What
So,
the heck, man?
well, they had a tag in the ear, and when we crossed the line, they called our number, and he literally was standing there looking at us.
Oh,
Luck
yeah.
of the draw.
So we just peeled him out and roped him and
Luck
loaded
of the
him.
draw.
And like I said, usually they have back tags
Yeah.
or neck tags, and these were literally just a small ear tag, and he was looking right at us.
Well, that's good because I'd have been like, okay.
Oh yeah, there was
'cause
a
you
lot of
couldn't
them in
see.
there. There was a lot of
You
them in
wouldn't
there,
be-
you know, that was having to go back and look.
And
So-
isn't it funny, Rhodey, and you've been doing this because I've seen you in the situation, be it the sorting, be it the pinning or anything, everybody else can see that number but you. It's
I
crazy.
think I've been to Amarillo 18. This
Yes.
is my 18th or 19th year to make it. And you ride in there, and the people in the stands that to your left, I mean, even the guys behind you, left or right, you know, and you may be facing them, and they're like left, and it's just not, you look left, but he may be over, you know.
No, everybody can see
I mean,
it.
you can hear it from everywhere. Everybody's trying to help, but you're like, I don't want to look. I mean, I've even caught myself sometimes looking at somebody in this, you know, like, where did you, you know,
Yeah. Hey,
yeah,
Tell me
where did
again,
you
point
say?
again.
But you're looking at 30 or 40 of them
Yeah.
running past you.
Yeah.
And it's a very lonely feeling. It's
Oh,
like
absolutely.
I've seen it, and it's not just with him. I'm not
It's
picking
kind
on
of like
just
being
him.
in the Brandon, and
Yes.
because everybody's looking at you.
Everybody's
When
looking
you
at
you miss, everybody is staring at you. So
That Amarillo pin is really tight, and the
It
crowd
is.
is
It is.
right there. That's got to be an awesome
oh yeah,
feeling.
absolutely.
Honestly, you
when
said 18
when you
times.
Can, when you
believe
can
so.
find your number, it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's a really crappy feeling when you can't.
yeah, yeah. It's a long ways out of that tunnel whenever you can't find your number. Out of
Yeah,
the back.
because you got to pass everybody.
Absolutely.
Who's right there on your left, dude? Who's right there on your left? Yeah, well.
Why
eat
didn't
it.
you see it?
Rhodey, you've been a part of WRCA for a good
Top
while.
hand.
Not
And-
trying to age us all, but you know, a lot of
horse.
awards won, a lot of qualifying, top horse, top hand, winning this deal. You keep competing, so there's got to be something driving you, right? I mean,
It is. I love the ranch rodeo. It's kind of what I love to do. And one reason is you do 5 events on one horse. And the horse is everything to us. I mean, that's what we live for, is to ride horses,
Yes.
ride good horses. And so I just like doing it all on, you know, everything you can do horseback.
And Rhodey, for those of you listening, when it's time to get to championship and you go to rodeos like, all the sanctioned rodeos, but that is what everybody's it's changed, right, Rhode? Like the caliber from 05 to the caliber it is now, and the horses now, and the cowboys now, everything has just become this. It's almost mastered.
Oh,
It's-
the horses nowadays. I mean, the horses are unbelievable
Yes.
nowadays. Everybody ropes good. It's in anything. I mean,
Yes.
you go to a team roping, you go to a ranch rodeo, and these people, they all rope good. They're all riding a good horse. I mean, it's
Everyone's
tough.
mounted, and you can literally see the difference. And it's just kind of humbling that through the times we've tried to keep it authentic as best we can. We've had to tweak things as time has progressed, but we still try to keep it as traditional as possible because it's easy to get off the track a
Yeah,
little bit. But
yeah.
Rhodey, thank you for your years of doing
Absolutely.
this.
I love it.
It's
hate,
weird when you're not there.
I hate missing it. I hate missing
It
it.
is
So.
last year was
Strange.
a little weird, wasn't
It was the year before. You know, I
Yes.
broke my leg
Yes,
about
yes.
a week before and didn't get. We qualified and I didn't get to go, and then last year just didn't qualify. So
Well, Casey was in charge when you weren't there.
no, yeah,
And he was a nervous wreck.
yeah,
What time's the meeting?
oh yeah,
What time do I got to be there?
yeah.
World Championship coming up November 9th. It'll be here before you know it. I mean, the way this year just seems to be
Absolutely.
flying on
It
by.
will be. Yeah. Speaking of, you're okay just hanging with us?
Absolutely.
We're gonna keep rolling
I'm in
on
no
through.
hurry.
Yeah.
It's
We'll,
hot outside.
we'll try
I'm
to
in
stop
no-
asking you questions. but-
Casey Joe Lewis Trucking Company.
Yeah, I got a truck driver on my team.
Yep, 9th through the 12th. Tickets gone for Friday, Saturday, but not for the youth. The Youth Ranch Rodeo
Youth
is
Rodeo,
still, and
yeah.
I just see that one being the next big thing here in the.
Yeah,
like,
we're
it's
going to
be
probably have
selling
to
out
do
in a few
some
years.
adjusting
Yeah.
on that because just like what Rhodey and I talked about, the years of progression from when he started
Exactly.
until now, now this kids
kids are
deal
gonna do it.
is
Yep.
starting to really click.
Yep.
And what's neat about it is when those kids are actually on adult teams,
Yeah.
some of them.
Yep.
So they're there twice with their parents.
That'll be Saturday the 11th at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock is the perf time. And you're right. The rodeo is really popular.
Mhm.
The third year we've done it. Tickets are selling really fast for
Compared to,
it.
yeah.
Get the ticket
Yep.
report every morning, and there's just 25 or 30 youth tickets sold every
That's
day.
great. That's
so,
awesome.
You know,
That's
BY,
amazing,
one of these days Rio will be in
Yeah,
there.
you will.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah,
say
that'd be
Rio
pretty cool.
Rio
Yep.
is going to be in this, and that's job security.
And
so
hopefully he's in both of them. Hopefully I'm still going where
that's
where he
right.
can
Wow.
go with me too.
That'd be
Well,
something.
hats
I
off
mean,
to
yeah,
Brooke
that'd-
because Brooke, the mother, the wife, the one that does it all, she's been on the card, but sometimes she's going to sit the sidelines. You know,
Yeah.
Brooke
Yep.
is a hand. She just to stop. Hey, Rhodey, I've seen her out rope you. It's okay.
I won't argue.
When called upon, she
There you go.
can
I
get it
won't
done.
argue
that.
She can get it done.
Lehman talked a little bit about Watch Party coming up. This
Oh,
is kind
yeah.
of a newer thing for.
So
Watch party.
yeah, a little something we're doing for folks that might still want to come to Amarillo, and maybe you just weren't able to get a Friday or Saturday night ticket. It happens, right? It sells out. Inside the Civic Centers is really cool big rooms called the Grand Plaza. We're going to put up projection screens and big screen TVs around. You can buy a ticket to go to that activity. Food, bar there right handy. Nice little environment,
Yep.
sit in a comfy
Yep.
chair,
Yep.
and get to still be here and take part in it all. And,
Yeah.
I
and
told
that's
him
just
I'd throw
something we're
dirt
going
on
to
him.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey's going to have complimentary rodeo dirt to toss in your,
There's,
in your
I
face.
cannot wait.
Cover your
Make
drink
sure you
cup.
wear a lot of sunscreen, some Carmex. I'm coming right to you with that dirt.
You can go to WRCA.org to find out what the complete schedule is. You can also download the free app, which is what you see me glance at a lot of times, is the free app because it's got the complete schedule on there. Even starts with the Wednesday night pre-party kind of thing and then goes right in through the rodeo all the way to the end. But it's got a lot of info on the app. Just search WRCA wherever you get your apps from. It's an exciting time, and I think y'all are just so hitting it on the head that everything has progressed and gotten better, and I think the kids are going to be there, and they're already getting better, and it's just
Well,
going to be.
kids
I
are-
don't miss the youth rodeo.
They're
It's-
eating it
absolutely.
up, and it's just like how Rhodey was raised, just how I was raised. Everybody's raised in the shadow of somebody.
Mhm.
And when did John pass away? 2 years ago.
Yes.
2 years ago. And I remember John being on Rhodey's dad on the card, and Rhodey was just, geez, he was young, and he got top hand award.
Top hand,
Yeah.
won the rodeo top
Yeah.
hand and top horse. All
So
three.
That's
he
awesome.
had to follow in a shadow. He's got a great mom, Vicky, and a sister that's meaner than heck. But they're all supporters, and I know that if Rio can't get down the road, somebody's going to take him.
That's right. That's right. What you got coming up this weekend? You got two.
Two rodeo. Actually, I guess we'll technically call it three rodeos. So we've
That's a
got
lot.
Bosler, Wyoming, Tom Horn Days on Friday. Brand new rodeo for us. Very excited to be up there in Wyoming. And then going a lot further south, we've got Alpine, Texas. The Big Bend Ranch Rodeo down there in Alpine. They've got a 2-night perf for the adult Friday, Saturday. And then they're doing a youth ranch
good.
rodeo for
Good.
us on Saturday. I think you said y'all are up in Alpine, right?
We are going to Alpine. Yes, sir.
Good deal.
You say off camera here, we were talking about Alpine. You said, I've seen it like this, hot, and I've
Yes.
seen it cold.
I've seen it cool and wet and rainy, and then I've seen it just as hot as you could imagine Alpine would be.
All those elements got to tie right into everything you're doing out there, too. So,
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And then we rolled Arizona.
oh, it'd be cool
Yeah,
out there.
there's more to
Good for
come.
You can put your coat back
More
on.
to come. Those are
You might want to leave that black shirt on.
Yeah.
If you go up there.
Giving it back to Carol Jack. I'll take it with you. Give it to Carol Jack
be
when we
there.
go to Alpine.
He
He
will be
will
there.
be. He will be. Both of them.
He
will
might be there right now. He might be getting started right now.
God love them.
WRCA.org for all the details. You can find hotel information on there, event information. You can follow all these rodeos and see what's coming up next and see the winners and a lot of the people. The pictures are on there, so you can see some pictures of some of the people we're talking about.
So, real quick, $58,000 went out the door yesterday.
Oh,
in
yeah.
2 days. We got all the scholarship checks. I got their first semester of fall.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's great.
Good. So
That's
we
so
got,
amazing.
and a lot of people are like, well, I thought you said you gave about 104,000. Well, we split it,
Yeah.
semester, but it was a little stressful. Got all my little chickens together. Parents kind of mad. That's okay. We'll be all right.
Well, don't forget about him whenever he goes to college.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rio will
You
be
know-
right there. Yep.
Reno or Rio.
whatever you
Reno will be the next one.
Yeah.
He's gonna be my ring.
Already got a name for the next one.
There you go.
Brody,
Yeah.
thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Congrats,
Good
my
Good to have
friend.
you in.
Thank you very much.
Congrats, my
Yep.
friend.
We'll see you all next week.